Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey guys, hi. Actually, I want to first apologize by saying that if I act crazy today in the stream, it's because of this, okay? I have a double shot of coffee, caffeine, and I'm loving it. Okay, so it's just like a boost to get me up and going because today is going to be a good day for all of us. Okay, so welcome to my show. I'm Kareem Clemens. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for following me. And as we see here, it says, wake up each day and be thankful for life. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. All right. So, bam. All right. So, I'm so excited. Today is a good day. It's President's Day, but that's it. It's President's Day. All right. It is what it is. First, I have a list of dirty laundry that I would like to put out here on the blog page. Um, so I'm going to actually bear with me because it's like I'm doing all this in the control room, and then I know first of all, I want to say special thanks to everybody who tuned into my videos that I have done. Now I know you guys watch me watch me in the morning. Well, it is in the morning cooking. However, I didn't cook today. I just wanted to come up here because I have so much that I want to talk to you guys about today, right here, right now. So things are going to be different. The way I'm just listening to my music. Yes, oh, this music is Candy. You guys got to listen to that song. Candy is just a great song to listen to on the days that you're down and also the days that you're up. Listen to that song, just get you up and going. Okay, so I listen to that song every morning, and I'm just so excited that that song exists. Okay, because without that song, I mean, I wouldn't be loving it. All right. So yeah, so special thanks to everybody who tuned into my Facebook page and videos, my YouTube page and video. And please, guys, if y'all watching this Facebook page, please like if y'all can. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all all. Okay, for y'all support. Okay. Next, I know that I'll be doing bits and pieces. However, things are going to be changed a little bit here on the show because again, I'm trying to put things in order and have it right, professional. If I had somebody that was doing it for me, then I'll just have to worry about sitting back and just talking to you guys and just letting production do. But I am production, okay? I am the switchboard, okay? So I'm just doing all this, but I thank God that I'm able to give you guys some stories. Okay, so this is the stories that we're going to be talking about today. Number one, we'll be talking about Neo and Crystal breaking up, okay? Because I know I received the email on talking about that story. So we'll talk about Neo and Crystal breaking up, okay? We're also talking about Snoop Dogg and Bill Cosby, where Bill Cosby is using a cell phone to thank Snoop Dogg for trying to get him out of jail, okay? We'll also be looking at some news in uh, Black History news, and we will be looking at a Wendy's employee is fired because he was taking a bath in the mother and sink. We'll also be talking about meth and how it is on the rise, and people are really, really being addicted to meth even to this day. Okay, and then we will talk about a black alleged student held at gunpoint, where this officer said he wanted to blow his effing head off if it wasn't for someone who came to rescue him by saying that he's with me. Okay, so these are the stories that I'll be talking about, along with oh, I was about to go in my mouth. Okay. Okay, you stay here. I told y'all before the show that I'm a little bit dorky because I got a double espresso, okay, that I'm lit right now, okay? And then we'll be talking about Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang, who mysteriously suspended his campaign after the Iowa caucuses. And, I told you guys that Andrew Yang was going to be the man to vote for 2020 because, he was so into the dividend plan, the Freedom Dividend plan, by giving every citizen $1,000. But he's no longer running anymore. But news is saying and social media network that Andrew Yang is running for mayor of New York City. So we will get into all that along with if you guys will join me tonight. If the Queen's Supreme Court is on tonight, jury review will be in the building. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. Jury review, I'll have the video up. And then the video is not going to have any audio. It just have picture. Okay, it'll have video, but no audio. You guys can go to T.S. Madison's channel if y'all want to listen to audio. What I'll be doing is I'll be doing something like this. We'll have the jury in the background, and we'll have the video up. And what I want to do is I want to review or commentate on the stories that are happening in the courtroom. Is that cool? And then if you guys want to chime in, just go to my YouTube page, Kareem Clemens, subscribe, or you don't even have to subscribe. I mean, it'd be good to subscribe, please. Ring the notification, the alert bell right next to the subscribe button in red, and then the chat will be on. You guys can post your chat into the box, like whatever comment that y'all want to talk about, y'all have for the court, and then it will appear at the bottom of the screen. Okay, it'll appear right there. Okay, like right there. Okay, and then that'll be fun. It'll be jury review, so you guys could chime in while the judge and the guest judge is deliberating on the stories. That's cool, right? So if you guys want to join in, again, go to YouTube, Kareem Clemens. If the judge is on the bench tonight with the Queen's Supreme Court, we will be live in the courtroom. If you guys want your comments and questions and y'all have deliberations, like, y'all looking at the video and y'all see that y'all not pretty much happy with the situation or y'all want a different outcome for jury review, post those comments there and I'll post it right here at the bottom. It will be live on Facebook and live on YouTube. Okay, so you guys want to interact? You guys want to be the juror in the jury box? It's going down tonight. If the Queen's Supreme Court is on tonight with the dishonorable Judge T.S. Madison. So that's how we'll do that. Okay, so these are the stories that I'll be talking about. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay, let me take another sip. Again, you guys, if y'all have y'all coffee and y'all tea, come on through. All right. All right, so my first story is Neo, baby, Neo. We all love Neo, okay? We all love Neo. And this story with Neo is breaking up, is getting a divorce from Crystal Smith. Okay, y'all see Neo there. That's Crystal Smith right there. All right, so the Shade Room, thanks to the Shade Room and social media, is saying that the breakup, after the rumors have been circulating that the pair has split up, Neo finally confirmed that he and his wife Crystal Smith are getting a divorce. Oh my God. Like, seriously, like, unbelievable. We love Neo, right? Who don't love Neo? We all love Neo, right? So according to it says, it's slow but surely becoming public knowledge that myself and my wife have decided to go ahead and get a divorce. Neo said on a private talk podcast, Neo and Crystal got engaged in 2015 and tied the knots in 2016. The couple shared 2 children together. Okay, so yeah, it's just really, really sad that, we have our Black African American stars, singers, and they unite in one, and then next thing you know, it's like the relationship is not going well. Like you love your partner, and then you guys want to marry, and then next thing you know, we want to break up. And I'm not really sure if that's because of personal reasons or that's because they just not really feeling each other. Okay, like what do you guys think about this story? Like, do you guys think that they were a good couple? Like, do y'all think that Neo and Crystal should be together, or it is what it is? You just got to move on. Okay, so it's not a sad thing. It's more of us realizing. Long story short, I'm not going to talk bad about her. I'm not that person. Neil said there's nothing bad to say about her. She's a fantastic woman. She's the mother of my children, and she always going to be that. Okay, so apparently Neo and uh, Crystal broke up. That's the story. That's the tea. Let's take a drink to that. Okay. We actually wish Neo the best when it comes to success and everything that you do. They have kids together, and I know that in the long run, I really hope that they become and still be friends. Okay, so shout out to Neo and Crystal from the Omega Studio News. Okay, all right, moving right along. All right, so my next story is let's see, what we gonna go at? All right, so I tried my best to put this up, but I'm gonna just give you guys the story like this. Okay, again, bear with me, bear with me. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this next story about the police officer allegedly held a black student at gunpoint. Now the governor wants an investigation, right? So apparently this kid right here, I'm going to show you guys him. This kid right here, okay, this guy right here apparently was held at gunpoint by uh, police officers. Okay, they're saying, okay, so let's read the story. Okay, this guy name is Jalen Butler, and he's 20, right? And he sued 6 officers involving for unlawfully search and seize and excessive force and falsely arrest on Sunday night last February. Butler, a swim team member at Eastern Illinois University, said he was walking back to the team bus near a rest stop off Interstate 80 when patrol cars pulled up on him. He then dropped to his knees, put his hands up, and dropped the cell phone he was holding, according to the complaint filed by the ACLU of Illinois, which who is representing him. The officers told Butler, allegedly, to get down as they approached with guns drawn, the complaint said. They forced him to lie down, face down, and handcuffed him. One officer allegedly put a handgun against Butler's head, threatening to blow his head off, but stopped after the bus driver and swim coach explained he was traveling with them. Okay, so they are saying, okay, so apparently, according to the lawsuit, police then told the dispatch that they did not catch the suspect, but told Butler he was under arrest for resisting. The officer allegedly patted him down, put him in the back of the patrol car, and released him after checking his identification. The lawsuit filed by Mr. Butler portrayed this man right here, okay, portrayed a version of events that in coexistence with the version we had uncovered in the initial review. So due to pending lawsuit, he's saying that I'm not able to comment in detail. Okay, so apparently this guy right here basically is suing and is represented by ACLU in a lawsuit in Illinois. So apparently, the governor wants an investigation on why this happened. Okay, so stay with Talk Show T and Omega Studio News as that story develops. Okay, now that's the only way I can show you guys the photo because I got to put the photo in front of me. I'm trying to see if I can get it at the side, but unfortunately, I can't do that. All right, move right along. All right, another shot. Okay, next, we will go to Bill Cosby. Thanks Snoop Dogg after rapper calls for convicted sex offenders release. Okay, so I'll show you these posts real quick so I don't be covering my face because I know y'all want to see my beautiful and pretty and gorgeous face. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all this. Okay, this is what I got off of social media. This here is Bill Cosby and Snoop Dogg. This here is well, I guess it is what it is. This here is a tweet that Bill Cosby had thanked Snoop Dogg via Instagram and Twitter posts after the hip hop star called for his release. So Snoop posted a video captured PSA, so I guess that's public service announcement, let the family mourn in peace, in which the critics of CBA newsreader Gayle King for mentioning the rape allegation against Kobe Bryant. He then said, "Free Bill Cosby," and posted image on Instagram of King and Winfrey with disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein, who is actually on trial right now in New York. So Cosby, who is currently serving a sentence in Pennsylvania prison for sexual assault, criticized CBS newsreader Gayle King for trying to tarnish the legacy of successful Black men in an Instagram response. Snoop, when they brought me to my gated community and placed me inside my penthouse, they didn't win, or did they silence me, he wrote. And now we can see here. Matter of fact, let me see if I can read this. Okay, so Snoop, when they brought me into the gated community and placed me inside of my penthouse, right? They placed me inside my penthouse. Okay, they didn't win. Okay, they said it's sad and it's disappointing that successful Black women are being used to tarnish the image of legacy of supportive Black men. And even in death, are these people, that's what it says, are these people that in need of fame, rating in or money on behalf of myself? Okay, then it says, then it goes on and says, they thank the family, thank you. My heartfelt prayers are with Kobe, his family, as well as with Michael Jackson and his family. May their legacies live on forever. This is Bill Cosby, who is using a cell phone in the penitentiary. Okay, and these are all the hashtags. He says, hashtag thank you Snoop Dogg, hashtag beat on Black, I guess that's BET on Black Legend, hashtag stop tearing down Black men, hashtag enough is enough, hashtag Kobe legacy live on, hashtag Gianna legacy live on, hashtag Michael Jackson legacy live on, and hashtag Bill Cosby far from finished. That's what's right here on this Instagram post by Bill Cosby, okay, who is allegedly texting from jail. Now, I wouldn't be surprised because we see, and I've seen videos of men in prison on Facebook who have cell phones, okay? And then I later seen that some men are in halfway houses who have cell phones. So Bill Cosby has a cell phone. in the penitentiary. And he's able to text Snoop Dogg. I guess this is after Snoop Dogg hit him up. We don't know. But it is what it is, okay? We all know that cell phones are considered contraband in Department of Corrections. So it is what it is, okay? We see it right here, right now. I showed you guys the post. Again, that post you guys just seen was the tweet. No, the Instagram post from Bill Cosby, okay? So we know Bill Cosby is in jail serving sentences for allegedly, well, no, like he was found guilty on it, and they sentenced that ass to some terms. Now, Harvey Weinstein was brought up, and Harvey Weinstein is on trial in New York, where now, I guess now I'm not really sure if they're deliberating, I don't want to speak that, but I know that the defense had rest, or the prosecutor had rest, one or the other. But I do know he's on trial in New York for sexual assault. And personally, and I hate to say this, but I got a feeling that he's going to be found not guilty. Like, seriously, I got a feeling he's going to be found not guilty. But it is what it is. Stay with the Omega Studio News and the Talk Show T as this story develops. Okay? So good morning to everybody. Welcome again to this episode of Omega Studio News and Talk Show T. Again in the morning with me. Take a drink, which is some coffee. Okay? Okay. Moving right along. All right. So my next, let me see. Okay, my next story is, okay, so I want to talk about this guy right here who is bathing in a Wendy's, the fast food joint that we go and eat. Well, not say we. The people go and get their food from a fast food. Wendy's employee fired after video showing a man bathing in a kitchen sink. Now, I'm going to see if I can pull this video up for you guys. Okay, it's from the Shade Room. I don't really know, but how to get this video. Let me see if I can get this. Just give me 1 second, everybody. Let me see if I can get this video up for y'all. Because this literally shows a man bathing in... Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is according to the Shade Room, and I just want y'all to see this. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this for y'all. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this here and here. Oh, okay. Let me go here, here, and maybe we have audio for this, but this is according to the Shade Room. On an employee get fired after video shows a man bathing in the kitchen sink.
Has largely been empty this afternoon. While it could just be the usual flow of business, some of the customers we spoke to this afternoon say they believe that video has a lot to do with it. This video at the Greenville Wendy's on Lafayette has been making its rounds on social media. In it, you can see a shirtless man in the sink inside the restaurant's kitchen. Another person in uniform throws something into the sink and yells, "Wash yourself." You can then hear the case has largely been empty this afternoon.
That is crazy. Did y'all see that? There literally was an employer in the sink that you wash the dishes in. Now, I remember a story like this before, and I thought that this was the story, but here it is. Another story like this surfaced where it showed a man or employer in the sink bathing. That's disgusting. Because then he's going to get out, put the dishes in that the people eat, or the utensils that they use, and they're gonna wash it in that same sink that this employer was definitely bathing. That is so disgusting. And I'm so happy that they fired that ass because please, please do not do stupid stuff like that just to get viral videos because you're going to lose your job. Okay, you're going to lose your job, and then maybe they might press charges against you. I don't know, but that's just disgusting. You don't get no props for doing stuff like that, and then it's just disgusting to talk about that. Like seriously, okay? Like bathe in your home. If you didn't have a place to bathe, go to the gym to bathe, so you guys don't have to be bathing in Wendy's cleaning sink. That's disgusting. What do you get out of that? Like seriously, like that's just totally, totally disgusting. Like seriously, okay? It's disgusting. All right, my next story is okay. So basically, this is okay. So let me just go ahead and tell you about that. So this was, I'm not really sure where it was, but it said, oh, Michigan. Okay, so this is Michigan. That was Michigan where the Wendy's employee was bathing in their kitchen sink. Okay, according to Fox 4, the Wendy's employer in Michigan went viral for bathing in their kitchen sink, recording it, and then uploading it to Facebook. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Wendy's caught wind of the incident after someone saw the video and sent it to the corporate office. And in a statement, the franchise owner of that particular Wendy's said that the incident was completely unacceptable and that everyone involved was fired right away. And there is a statement here saying they also added to their statement saying that the vigorous behavior and completely unacceptable and counter to our safety. Training and operation standards. Upon learning of this situation, all employers in the video were terminated immediately, and the restaurant has been completely sanitized. The health department visited the restaurant today, and no violations were reported, according to the statement from social media. Okay? And then it says, now I don't want to compare, but I knew Chick-fil-A would never. I know we all love our fast food, but bathing in the kitchen sink is disgusting. Okay? So, again, everybody in that video, including the person who was holding that camera, and also the person who was in the tub, was fired. Okay? All right, so let's move right along. All right, so my next story is, all right, so I know I received this story here. All right. Okay, so my next story is this. Meth is back and flooding the streets and is uglier than ever. Meth. They're saying that meth is now flooding the streets in one city, and I'm going to read to you guys what city this is. But yes, everybody has, well, not everybody. There is a big problem with meth in the city of Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay, so according to social media, Cincinnati, right? They're saying that the floor seems filthy and it's just really, really sad that they see that someone is on the floor kicking and screaming for no apparent reason. Then when they find out that, they bring this person to the hospital, they find out that this person has meth in their system, okay? That this person was suffering from a psychotic episode, okay? And it is from this. So they're saying that crystal meth in the Hamilton County is really, really off the charts. They're now saying that the county coroner, whose department oversees the crime lab, said that in 2019, they had 3,700 related meth cases, a six-fold increase in 4 years, according to the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. Okay? They're saying that this is a new wave of meth is causing police and parents of users and even government officials to shift their focus from opiate to stimulants, a drug that is used to be common, then fade, but reemerged. This time with much more potent, coming directly from Mexico, and it's not. And they saying that this is definitely something that is on the rise. Okay. They also say here, just want to explain that 23 drug task force. Why I keep hitting this? Including North Kentucky, are funded through the Ohio High Intensity Drug Trafficking area agency saw a 1,600% jump in meth seized from 2015 to 2019, and 2019 numbers are completed. So they have it here. They say it's shocking because the numbers is so high and that people are addicted to this drug. And they want people to understand that meth is the replacement for crack. It says we go from opie pain pills to opie heroin to opie fentanyl to stimulant, which is meth. Okay, so if you guys don't know what meth is it's a crystal form that people smoke. They put it into a glass pipe and they smoke it. And people, and I've seen pictures and photo of people who smokes meth. And I don't know, and I'm gonna see if I can share this at the end, a video, put it up, or a link to put it up, that it shows a couple of people, and I think I seen it on Facebook. It shows a couple of people who at one point was normal, and then the next point, after 3 or 4 or 5 years, they just look totally different. Like they look totally different. Like, and it says that person is 25, and then at the age of 30, they look like they're 57 years old or 60 years old. People, stay away from meth, okay? Stay away from drugs, okay? Because drugs can be very addictive. Smoking cigarettes is a drug, okay? Smoking marijuana is a drug. Drinking alcohol is a drug. Taking any type of prescription pills that doesn't eradicate whatever you have in your body, and you just want to take it just to get high off of it, is a drug. Okay, cocaine, heroin, fentanyl. There's these drugs. Stay away from it, because when you get addicted to it, you're going to keep trying it, and you're going to get addicted to it. Now, this is what I heard. People are addicted to a drug because when they first try it, they get so high that they want to keep trying it to get to that high that they first experienced. Okay, so I may be wrong, but everybody has different experience. But that is what people experience. Okay, and what I read. Okay, so when people are doing drugs, when people do drugs, they want to, and they continue to do it. That is because they want to continue to experience the same high that they experienced when they first became high. Okay, so like for me, if I'm addicted to coffee, okay, coffee, it gets me up and going. Okay, but I'm addicted to it because at one point when I first loved coffee, when I first tried coffee, I pretty much like the way it tastes, and I like the way it gives me a boost. So I'm addicted to it because I am still drinking it after so many times, because my body is like, I gotta have a coffee. Okay. And sometimes I drink the coffee black, sometimes I drink the coffee with cream in it, but the body is saying that give me coffee, give me coffee, give me coffee. And then I can't say I don't want to give you coffee, because coffee is like getting at me, and they're like, well, okay, coffee, either you're in or you're not. And then my mind is saying, yes, I'm in because I'm addicted to it. And then I can't turn away from it, because if I turn away from it, I'm going to get a headache. My stomach going to start hurting. You understand? I'm going to get paranoid, or I'm just going to get so confused that I need coffee. And then the coffee is like, come. Drink me. And then I'm drinking it. It tastes so damn good. Okay, and that's what people are going through when they smoke meth. They gotta have it. Okay, that's what they go through when they're smoking weed. They gotta have it. When they're drinking, they gotta have it. Okay, when they're taking the pills, they gotta have it. When they need that cigarette, they gotta have it. Okay, that is addiction, and I urge people. I know people cannot stop cold turkey, but my thing is this: if you want to stop and quit a habit, my thing is that try in quantity, low quantity, and then lower yourself off of it. So if you're drinking a full cup of coffee, drink a half a cup of coffee, and then lower yourself off. If you're smoking a blunt and you have a full blunt and you want to not smoke at all, then just smoke a half a blunt. If you're trying to quit smoking cigarettes and they say I can't quit cold turkey, then just do half a cigarette and then the other half. So it's all about the amount of how much you take it. So don't tell your body, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. I can't do this. I can't. And then your body gonna be like, child, go get that goddamn cigarette. Go get that damn coffee. Go get that meth. Okay? Go get it. Okay? And then you're like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. So that's you're fighting with yourself. And then when you do it, it's just gonna be like, damn, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. And then people overdose. Okay, they overdose. And then when they overdose, it's like, so my thing is this, from me to you. If you can't quit cold turkey, just minimize it, bring it down. So again, if you're smoking a full cigarette, smoke half of the cigarette. If you're smoking a full black and mild, smoke half of the black and mild. If you're doing meth and you're trying to get off of it, just do a little bit of it and then get yourself off of it. And then try to get some help for it. Try to go into rehab or something. Because again, meth does different drugs do different damages to people. Okay? Meth does worse damage than people who smoke weed, people who smoke cigarettes. People who smoke cigarettes does worse damage because you got lung cancer, or you have throat cancer, or all types of cancer from the smoking after a whole bunch of years. So you see what I'm talking about, people? It's like this. Instead of dropping cold turkey, just continue to minimize it to lower yourself off, especially the meth users. Meth is on the rise, okay? And I know somebody that is smoking meth, and I know people, and I know that this person is supposed to be in their 30s, early 30s, but they looking like they 50, 60 years old. So again, guys, I'm not telling you guys to stop it completely. I'm just reporting on it that meth is on the rise. I'm just saying, listen, guys, if it is what it is, a PSA announcement, just lower yourself off of it and then just try to get the help if you really want it. Okay? Next. All right. So, bitch, I even had to talk about shit. And here we go with addiction right here. Look, addiction with the coffee. Like, I'm sitting here talking about meth, using people addicted to meth, and I'm here addicted to coffee. That's why I use an example, okay, an I example. Okay, try to use I statements, okay, when you're trying to explain yourself. Coffee, I love coffee. And that's how people who love meth. That's how people who love cocaine. That's how people who love heroin. I love my heroin. I love my meth. I love my drinks. I love my Long Island iced tea. I love my cigarettes. I love all this. Okay, but we got to think about the consequences in the long run. And again, if you can't stop cold turkey, just minimize it. Okay, next. Okay, so now I want to talk about my boy Andrew Yang. Okay, I was very, very disappointed that he suspended his campaign after the Iowa caucuses. However, he's trying to run for mayor of New York City. That's what social media is saying. Okay, we all know Andrew Yang being the president candidate fighting for the rights of every citizen in this country by introducing the Freedom Dividend Plan. The Freedom Dividend Plan, hold on, let me put this up. Okay, so this is the news right here. Okay, so we do know that Andrew Yang, okay, we do know that Andrew Yang, oh wait, hold on, damn it. It's gonna be 1 second, you guys. See, I gotta be the switch control and I gotta be everything. It's good, because when you control an audio, you know what's going on. All right, cool. So, Andrew Yang, we know, Yang, gang, okay? Meth, make America think harder, okay? So, we know Andrew Yang, he was the president candidate. So, Andrew Yang dropped out of the presidential candidate race. I'll just say suspend. I don't want to say dropped out because, you know, he was all it. He actually raised money to the end. Even Cory Booker, when he dropped out, when Senator Kamala Harris dropped out, okay, he still was in the run. He doesn't come from no political experience. He is an entrepreneur, okay? Worked with Barack Obama, and you know, he just come out of nowhere and he says, hey, listen, I'm running for president because I want to give every citizen $1,000. People wasn't feeling that. I'm not understanding. When you have somebody that is truly trying to give back to American citizens, something that our government has taken away from us, now we don't have that opportunity anymore. We don't have that opportunity anymore because people was like, oh, well, if they gave $1,000, the $1,000 would cause an inflation to our economy. Absolutely not. If you guys read and y'all heard that it would not inflate anything, it would just help me, help you, okay? And the bills, okay? Because we all have bills, okay? Those people who are working full-time and part-time jobs, okay? That $1,000 will come in handy. People who are fighting homelessness, okay? They are put out on the street because they have no money or their salaries are not growing because the rent is so high, okay? People who need food, that $1,000 could have helped in a good way. If you notice, Alaska, they're getting $1,000. Okay, they're getting $1,000 from their oil. Yang was saying that this $1,000 will come from our from our technology, because our technology is worse than anything. If you notice, when you go to YouTube, you see all those ads. When you're on Facebook, you see all those ads. Who asks to sit through those ads? They're not paying me to watch those ads, okay? But that $1,000 is all around for our technology. Our technology is up over anything, okay? And that $1,000 would have come from the debt clock. I'll show you guys the debt clock, and it will come from our GDP. The GDP is the gross. It's hold on. Let me get this right. Hold on. Okay, so let me see. I said the GDP. Did I say the GDP, y'all? Okay, yeah. The GDP. Right now, the number is growing. It is at 21. Hold on. Let me get y'all this real quick. Let me just show y'all this real quick. Can I just show y'all this real quick, please? Let me just show y'all this real quick in real time. Okay, real time. I just want to show y'all this real quick. Okay, look, listen, and learn. This is what Andrew Yang was talking about. Okay, Andrew Yang was talking about this, guys. Okay, this here. This is where we were going to get our money, our $1,000 from. And as you can see, the green is popping. It is continuing to rise. This is where our $1,000 would have come to. Majority of the 329 million citizens in this country. He would have given us this money out of the GDP. And right now, the GDP is, let's count it together. This is hundreds, thousands, millions, billion, trillion. It is at 21 trillion and counting. Look at our federal, Of course, the IRS is getting their money. It's income taxes now. You got to give your money. Okay? You heard the song. One way or another, we're going to find you and we're going to get you if you don't pay your taxes. Okay? So look at the United States national debt. It is already at 23 trillion. Look at the U.S. debt. We have 75 trillion. So if you say here, okay, look at this. Let me just show you this here. Right here. Do y'all see? And y'all right here, y'all, you, me, everybody. You see this full-time employment worker, full-time workers, 131 million. And then you see the part-time is 27 million. But then let's come down here. Look at this. The food stamp recipients at 35 million. 35 million. 36 million in poverty. Some of these numbers right here for the full-time workers are in part-time worker as well. Andrew Yang was taking this to go from here to here. Okay? But Andrew Yang is no longer running for president anymore. So we just might as well forget about that. We might as well forget about that $1,000. Okay? So again, Andrew Yang dropped out, but Yang said he could continue the $1,000 per month payment to 13 families across the country until the end of the first year commitment. Now, we remember during the campaign, he was saying he was giving $1,000. But remember on the debate, he had said right now that if you go over to the website and sign up, then your family could be picked to get the $1,000. That's $12,000 extra for a family of 5, family of 4. Okay? People who are working part-time, full-time, okay, and they're not making enough because their salaries are not going up. When their check is done, they don't have enough to put food on the table for their kids. Then that's why people get food stamps, but you got dumbass in the White House who is trying to take that away from people who really need it. Okay? But yes, Andrew Yang. Okay, I had to talk about that. And I remember when I seen that he suspended his campaign, I remember in that video, I was like, damn, he suspended his campaign. Like, seriously? Like, that can't be true because, we actually, as citizens, we definitely could use that $1,000. Like, seriously. Okay? Like, seriously, we could have used that $1,000. I could have used that $1,000. But it is what it is, right? All right. So moving right along. All right. So next is this. Okay. So yeah. So let me continue to say that Yang, a New York businessman, ran a campaign that outlasted many seasonal politicians until dropping out after a disappointing finish in New Hampshire. Okay. And he rose to popularity on his proposal to fix of a Freedom Dividend, university-based income, the UBI, would pay each American adult $1,000 per month. Okay, but unfortunately, unfortunately he suspended. But however, it says that in the debate, Yang announced that 10 people nationwide will be chosen for a giveaway paid for his campaign. That $120,000 committed is still ongoing as well. Then they're saying that Andrew Yang could be running for the mayor of New York City. But I like this here. Yang raised $1 million in 72 hours after and collected more than 450,000 email addresses from people who entered the online raffle, including me. Okay, one of my emails in there too, because and some of you too. Okay, but yes, he's out, and now he is running. He's going to run for mayor of New York City. Okay, so all luck, best wishes to Andrew Yang. All right. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here with me. I'm actually feeling my coffee because I can feel it. Like I actually put too much in here. Like seriously, if I could feel it. I know y'all see my eyes going, and I'm like, but I could feel it. There's that addiction. Okay, there's that addiction. But you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Like I understand what people are going through, and well, no, you don't really understand, Kareem. You can only understand what you're going through, but you don't really understand what other people are going through. You're right until you in their shoes. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't understand what people are going through until I'm in their shoes. You're absolutely right. Okay. All right. So my next story is let's see. Okay. So this other story right here is just really baffles me, but I'm going to speak upon it because I'm trying to understand this story as I report it, and I hope you guys understand it too. And this has to do with Facebook. Okay, this has to do with Facebook and social media. Hold on, social media is putting this out, and they're saying, and help me to understand this. They're saying that Facebook is spending 130 million to create a Supreme Court that can overrule Mark Zuckerberg. Right? Mark Zuckerberg own Facebook, or it's just he's one and then just the president and then he don't have no control. Let's get into this. Facebook is spending 130, so he's spending 130 to overrule himself. I don't understand. Let's get into the motherfucking grid. Okay, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so listen to this. Okay, so here it is. In late 2018, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced an ambitious plan to create an independent oversight board that could overrule Facebook content, moderator guidelines, and even Zuckerberg himself. The board is independent from Facebook, but Facebook is funding the board's operation to the tune of 130 million. If users believe their content who was removed from the service unfairly or without cause, this Facebook, they can appeal to the independent board directly. If it decides to reverse Facebook decision, that decision will be binding, Zuckerberg said, even if I or anyone at Facebook disagree with it. Y'all heard what I just read. Okay. With over 2 billion users on Facebook, including me and you, in this live broadcast on Facebook, thank you for giving me the opportunity to go live, has major moderator problems on its hands. That's what they're saying. And I do see it because I've seen, and I'll touch base on this, that I've received messages from some of my Facebook friends. And I'm like, I never spoke to this person. Why are you messaging me? And then when this person messaged me, it says, I've seen you in a profile. I've seen your picture, and then it had your name, and then it has views under it. And it says, is this you in this picture? And then stupid enough people click onto it. So for example, okay, I'm gonna use an example because I comment on one of my friends. I'm gonna use Tamika. Okay, can I use your post for a minute, Tamika? Okay, so Tamika, listen, I seen one of your posts, and it was a BBC News post that she shared, and she asked, was it true? It had said that Vanessa Bryant had killed herself because she was grief-stricken by the death of her husband. And as soon as I seen that, I was like, don't click on that. That's a virus. Okay? Yes. And that was a news. So basically what that was, and I've seen that. If you clicked on that, it would either have sent you to another website which would have detected in your computer and start sending the virus in as you look at that post, or if you clicked on that post and it tells you to click on it and then they say share it and then it will become available. Those are what they're talking about. Those are what Facebook is dealing with because people are sending in, people information is hacked. And when it's hacked, that's what happens. People get control of your page. People post things and then people share things thinking that if you share this, this story would be worldwide, or this story would be considered breaking news. But we all know that in the news that Vanessa Bryant did not kill herself. So for that to be in a post from another source, which is considered fake news, okay, don't click on stuff like that. Don't share stuff like that, because that's going to create a way of going into your computer, virusing your computer, getting hold of the stuff in your computer or your phone or your tablet with a CPU, okay, and they're going to do damage in it. So when you see stuff like that, Tamika, don't share stuff like that. I love you, girl. Okay? I love all y'all. But don't share stuff like that, because that's going to fuck your shit up, and it's going to fuck everything else up, including sending messages to your friends and saying that, hey, I'm this and that. I'm your Facebook friend. Do this, do that. And then they have a conversation to tell you, for example, do you know about this $50,000 scholarship or educational program that I was able to get into, and you could get into it too? Click this and tell them that I sent you. No, absolutely not. Don't click on to none of that bullshit, because again, they're going to have access to your shit and it's going to fuck it up. So don't do it. My other where is this warning is this, guys. When you are in, and they still do this, when you're downloading, matter of fact, hold the fuck up. Okay, hold up. We're going to keep it real. Listen to me, guys. Have you ever searched anything on your computer, right? Then you went to Facebook and you see on your wall the same shit that you searched for? How is that possible? That's because everything is entwined. See, you can't log on YouTube, you can't log on Facebook without having a Google account. So I'm thinking Google is saying if you log in, then everything that you do is within this server is connected to you. So everything that you search on your computer, everything that you look for through Google and Facebook, they all have these contracts together. And that's the whole thing about what Andrew Yang was saying, $1,000 for our technology. They're using and abusing us in a way that we're not getting paid for. And that $1,000 would have been good for us, because it would be given, it would be a complimentary, or it would be not a complimentary, it would be a what's that word I'm looking for? I need that word. Come on. It would be I need that word. It would be it's gonna come to mind. It will be an incentive to us. So when we sit through those ads, when we sit through those Facebook ads and YouTube ads, that $1,000 to us would be a good say, okay, well, let it play. Okay, but no, seriously, when you see all that, everything that you are searching for is in there. So you go to Facebook and you say, damn, I just searched for a cell phone, but then on my wall it shows a cell phone. I just searched for a new bed, but on my wall it shows a new bed. Have that ever happened to you? I know it happened to me. Okay, so the thing that I want to tell you about, the warning that I want to tell you about, when you are downloading a game, when you're downloading a game off of the Google Play Store, and it says, we want to post on your behalf, and don't allow that. Don't allow none of that shit. Okay? Because when you're playing like Candy Crush and they say, hey, listen, we want to post on your behalf, so when you get a high score, you can share it to Facebook. Don't do that. Because some of those apps that you download, hackers can hack in those apps, and they can hack your CPU, either your computer or your cell phone. And then when you start to have a virus in your computer or in your cell phone, and it starts slowing down and it starts doing all this types of stuff, that's because if they are not controlling it through, or controlling, then they are actually, they got your information They can secretly go beyond things, and they can see things that you're not even aware of. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful, like what friends you accept on Facebook. Okay, what apps you download. Okay, uh, stuff that you share or see on Facebook. If it ain't real, don't share that bullshit. Okay, don't share it. If you ain't go to the news in your state or city and it ain't breaking news, we know what breaking news is. Okay, it ain't happened. Trust me, it's there to fuck with you, and it's there to damage everything that you got. So don't click on it. Okay, so yeah, so I understand that what they're trying to do, but here it just says that with the 2 billion users on Facebook has a major moderation problem on its hand. I can understand that 2 billion is a lot, especially so many servers that's holding so many profiles, including mine, including yours. Okay, holding so many profiles. It's just unbelievable. 2 billion, and it's not just in this country. We got the whole world that's using Facebook. Okay? So here they're saying that Russia government backed trolls in 2016 US presidential election or to spread propaganda during the 2016 shooting live stream of a mass shooting in New Zealand. Facebook had faced moderation issues after moderation issues across the past few years. So it says, and the company is well aware of the problem. One of the most painful lessons I've learned, CEO Mark Zuckerberg wrote in late 2018, is that when you connect 2 billion people, you will see all the beauty and ugliness of humanity. As a result, Facebook is establishing an oversight board that says it's outside of Facebook control. Maybe that's probably the whole Supreme Court and all things that we just read here, that can ultimately overrule Facebook's own policies. So he's actually aboard with this because, when Mark Zuckerberg went on Capitol Hill, they was like grilling this man left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. Okay? So this is what he's actually coming up with. So Facebook own policies on control and management. The company has even pledged $130 million to get the board funded in operation with plans to launch in 2020, this year. Okay, so we do see, it does say here that in late 2018, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg published a series of lengthy notes addressing high-level problems his company was attempting to solve. And it just goes on and on. Okay, how to police a service with over 2 billion users. Here it says the past 2 years have shown that without significant safeguard, people will misuse these tools to interfere in elections, spread misinformation, and intercede violence, Zuckerberg said. One of the most painful lessons he learned is that when you connect 2 billion people, you will see the beauty and ugliness of humanity. Right. So he also says, Zuckerberg said, even if we were able to reduce errors to 1 in 100, that would still be a very large number of mistakes. As of writing of his notes in November 2018, the company moderation system was making the wrong call in more than 1 out of every 10 cases. So as a result, Zuckerberg proposed something that no other social media company has proposed, and that is an independent board separated from Facebook that could overrule Facebook own decisions. Okay, so after they grilled him, after so many people was coming at him as being the CEO and telling him that he need to do all the changes, maybe he needs to do this to do it outside. We just read it. An independent board separated from Facebook that can overwrite and overrule Facebook's own decision. So I think that's why they are doing the whole $130 million to create the Supreme Court that can overrule Mark Zuckerberg. There we go. Okay, so if we see changes in Facebook, it's because of that. All right. Next. Okay, so we talked about Bill Cosby, Snoop Dogg. We talked about, or I talked about Bill Cosby, Snoop Dogg. I talked about the Andrew Yang, okay, suspended campaign. I talked about the police allegedly pointing a gun at a black student. I talked about the Facebook 130 million to create a Supreme Court. I talked about Neo confirming his divorce from Crystal. I've talked about the Wendy's employer taking a bath in the sink. And I talked about, actually, I didn't talk about that. Oh, and I talked about the meth user, okay, the addiction. Okay, I wanted to get to these other two stories, but let me see what I have on here. I don't know what I was on for. Baby. Shout out to everybody who is watching. Hello, everybody. Facebook, YouTube. Okay, how long have I been on for? Okay, so I've been on for 67 minutes. Okay, so again, I want to take this time out to say thank you guys for tuning in to this page. I want to say this. You guys can check out the blog page. That is Kareem Clemens' website. Okay, let me just put it up. Okay, so this is the website at the bottom. Okay, you guys can go there and y'all can get the latest on the Omega Studio News and Talk Show T. Now, there was another issue that I wanted to address. Before I address that issue, let me go and check and see if there is any breaking news. Okay, but while I'm here, again, I want to continue to say that if the Queen's Supreme Court is going live tonight, I know today's a holiday. Matter of fact, let me go up there and see if this honorable judge, T.S. Madison, has anything available for tonight's show. Let me just go up there and see. Shout out to Naylove. How you doing, baby girl? Okay. Let me go to T.S. Madison and let me see if she has anything up there. No, it's just her and Bay in the kitchen. Okay, so again, if the dishonorable judge is going live tonight, okay, again, please, the jury review will be in the courtroom tonight on my YouTube, which is Kareem Clemens on YouTube. You guys can go there and y'all can see what I'll be doing. Again, I'll have the jury post in the background. I'll have the video up, but I'm not going to have any audio, so y'all can just go to her page and just listen. But I'll just have my voice. I'll have the video up, and we'll be deliberating. But the reason why I want to tell you guys this is because if y'all want to support a comment or put a comment up and it pops up, right? Go to YouTube, post your posts or comments, and then what I'll do is while we're deliberating or while we're bending a verdict, guilty or not guilty, you will see it down here. Okay, you'll see it right there. Okay, so let me go and see if there's any breaking news. Yeah, I already know that I already reported him. Okay, let me just go up on here. Yeah, that was matter of fact, I don't even know if I talked about that, but there was some information in the news about needing leaks, but I don't think I got to that. Oh boy, warning issue for millions of Microsoft Windows 10 users. Oh my goodness, it's just so crazy. We just had an update for Windows 10. It just gets really crazy when people are updating when they're updating Windows 10. They just don't know what they're doing, and then they do this, and then I just had an update, and I had to unplug all my devices because when I updated the last time and I had the camera, it destroyed. But I got a new camera now, and I just when they say updates, I'm not going to let them update and destroy my motherfucking camera when they didn't reimburse me for my first perfectly normal camera that was not working after they updated. It was working perfectly fine before the update. So yeah, shout out to Microsoft, you guys, and Windows 10. You guys owe me another camera. Like seriously. Okay. Okay, so Wendy Williams says Jesse Small is done. We already knew that. Okay, and also I want to say that there is some breaking news. I did see this, but I didn't talk about this up here. But there was a shooting in Hartford, Connecticut, where one person is dead in a bar. Okay, and 2 other people were wounded. As I reported the other day about the shooting at the old lady gang in Atlanta, where one person was shot and where 3 people were shot, and they was injured in the old lady gang that's owned by Candy Burris and Todd Tucker, who is from the Housewives of Atlanta. So I don't know what's going on, but listen, don't let these shootings discourage you from going and supporting our Black African American people. Okay, you can still go out and dine. You can still go out and enjoy yourself. Don't let this deter you from going out there and enjoying yourself, because it's crazy where the shootings is still on the rise, where people are going into these establishments and they're shooting people. But I can say that both of these incidents was not a terrorist. They're isolated incidents, and they were targeted and not random. Okay? So let's see. We already know R. Kelly facing new indictment. Tesla Major, we already know that the 14-year-old has been waived up as an adult. First celebrity crush Smollett Bell. Oh, please, I don't hear anything with no fucking Smollett. 14 passengers on U.S. charter evacuated. Dining press test positive for coronavirus. Madison Correction. Inmate killed inside prison. Investigation underway at the Ohio State Penitentiary. Instagram CEO explains why the company hasn't developed iPad app yet. PS5 could be Sony's latest game console. The Darren brothers plead for Jesse Smollett to finally tell the truth. Which we know that the Darren brothers have a defamation in a federal courthouse where they're suing, saying that, when they found out that Jesse Smollett was found not guilty, or not guilty, but, his charges was dropped and sealed, that their career was tarnished because they really was considered the suspects. Okay? But even after that, he was saying that the people under those masks was white. But again, a correction in that post that was posted. It said that Jesse Smollett is black. Jesse Smollett is not black. Jesse Smollett is Jewish. Okay? He's a gay Jewish man. The disgraced Jesse Smollett is a gay Jewish man. He is not a black gay man. He is not an African American man. He is a gay Jewish man. Okay? Now, finally. All right, so that's the breaking news. And there was another information. Okay, so so I did see this one right here. Okay, so Lil Moosey, was jumped in a different country. I just got that email here. Lil Moosey was jumped in a different country. I think it was Sweden or something. And it was all caught on tape. I got to get that tape. But we already know that, ASAP, when he went over there, they charged him. And then, they brought him back and he didn't go over there. I think they suspended his sentence. But Lil Moosey, a rapper from the United States, went over to and was jumped, and is live on camera. I'll see if I can get that footage to you guys. Okay? All right. Without further ado, I want to take this time to thank you guys for tuning in to this show. Okay? Today, February 17th, happy President's Day, you guys. And for more information, you guys could visit the blog page. Okay? Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys very soon. Yeah, that was, I'm not really sure. I wanted to tell you guys that, yeah, that one's canceled. I know the OmegaStudioNews. All right. All right, cool. All right, so again, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.